Well, a good day, everybody. It is currently the 8th of March, 2013, and well, across the Western Pacific territory. And on first, we have our area here into southeastern China, which storm systems that have moved through here. This one is going to be causing the risk of flooding ground across much of this area and upwards. About 100 millimeters expected in the next 24 hours. Yesterday, outside of Macau, 100 millimeters of rainfall. So it says rain on top of the rain, which is going to be causing some problems here. Meanwhile, we have a little tiny invest 90W lingering there towards the southeast of Palau. Thoughts on this? I don't really see too much coming out of it, but we'll take a look at it here in just a moment. First, looking across the rest of the Western Pacific here, though, we do have our low pressure area moving towards the south of Japan today. Now, this is going to actually pumping in some warm air from the south along with this system off here towards the north. So temperatures actually rising up into the 20s across most of the country here. So fair weather is on tap, but once this one pushes by here towards the east as we go into the next 24 hours, things are going to be cooling off. And that's really the topic off here towards the north, is that cool down in temperatures as we go through the next 24 hours. And this pushes off here towards the east. But meanwhile, though, we have this low pressure area in southeastern China that's talking about. It's going to be continuing to linger. And even if we look at the 48-hour forecast, we can see here that boundary still lingering there. So that really is going to bring the risk of flooding. But not just that, also thunderstorm activity is continuing to flare up across this region. Hail is definitely not going to be ruled out of the question as the Cape levels continue to climb in this area, and that's actually what's being indicated here into these darker colors. As you can see that coming in, or I should say lighter colors coming in from the south, going through your Thursday, and that's just due to that warm air starting to enter with that cooler air towards the north. And really, the most severe storms are definitely going to be near the coastlines, where we kind of saw them last week there in Guangdong Province, extending off towards the east. Hong Kong, you very well could get in on it, but it's probably between about 50 to 100 kilometers right near the coastline here. That's where the worst of the storms will be, because that's where you have the most interaction between that warm air towards the south and that cooler air coming in from the north. Taking a look at the MS, we can also get a grasp of this here on your Thursday. It starts to really develop up right near the coastlines once again, and then pushes off here towards the east, and unfortunately does continue to linger going into your week. And so a wet one definitely in store, and eventually it's going to push off here towards the east, but another boundary starts to develop. Is this the start of the monsoonal trough? Really too early to say that, but it definitely is in the works here across southeastern China once you start getting that Mayu in, well, the Bayou front really starting to develop. Meanwhile, in the tropics, like I said, that invest area, well, let's take a look at this is used in the European model, one of my more favorite models used for tropical cyclone development. And we can see here, well, it's there. It picks up on the start of it. Low pressure area spinning here just towards the southeast of Guam. So we know it's initializing well. Let's take a look as it moves off here towards the west. It just, well, it basically starts to fall apart here as we go into your Thursday, and then eventually, well, Thursday evening into Friday, I should say. And really, let's pull up what the wind shear looks like at the same time, because things are not all too conducive. Where we have this system, or this area of convection, it's really low, and this is the area that we want to see it develop, if you want it to develop, that is. But as it moves off here towards the west, you see some pockets of this wind shear starting to push down towards the south, and that is going to keep it at bay. Now, if it does stay enough towards the south, though, across portions of Mindanao, you really are going to see some rainfall from this, and that's probably the biggest risk of this storm. But as we zoom in, we take a look at where this center of circulation is going to be. It's going to be down here towards the south, trying to avoid that wind shear. Really, if it does move any farther north, it definitely is going to fall apart. And it's going to be one of those systems that, if anything, as we go through the weekend here on Saturday and the Sunday, it's going to stay weak here towards the south. Some of the models pull it back off towards the north, and just going to continue to push moisture onshore, enhancing that monsoonal and that easterly flow here. Taking a look at the MSL at the same time, you have the system down here towards the south, that moisture flowing onshore. Actually, let's take a look back here on your Friday into Saturday. The showers really do kick up here across portions of Mindanao at times, really just coming on shore quite heavy. So that's going to be the problem with this area. Once again, NRL has dubbed it Invest 90W. JMA still not looking at it. Pegasa still not looking at it, but it's something to watch here. And at least from the overall background flow, you can see from the cloud cover here, expected to pull back here towards the west, kind of shift off there towards the north. Really, the moisture inflow coming in from the north, though, that is going to be the main risk from this, and really some rain showers near the coastlines. Meanwhile, though, let's take a look farther towards the west, because things are just hot and afternoon storms are really starting to blow up here as the southwest monsoon starts to struggle to get a foothold across Indonesia, here over towards Malaysia, and also Thailand. Well, now the thing about Thailand, though, is you're really at the intermission between the southwest and northeast monsoon, and the problem with that is that things are just absolutely steamy hot out here. Temperatures daily actually climbing above the 40-degree mark for you there in Bangkok, so definitely one of the hottest times of the year. Once you start getting the southwest monsoon in, it starts to kick up some showers, really cool off the atmosphere, and the northeast monsoon just brings those northerly winds. But right now, if you have air conditioning, you want to enjoy it, or else at least try to cool off in any form of way you can. Alright, enough of me talking about this for today, though. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, post them in the comment box below. Also, one other thing, Westpac Weather 101 launches tomorrow. Yes! So, thanks for that, everybody, and I hope you look forward to watching that video. Have a great day.